Dear Starseed from Gaia, the truth about your soulmate has already been written in the stars, and the Arcturians have chosen this exact moment to bring it into your awareness. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I am delivering this transmission directly from the Arcturian Love Council, who have been watching your journey with profound care and unwavering precision. They see you. They see the love you have carried quietly in your chest, the love you sometimes wonder if you imagined. They are here to tell you, you did not imagine it. That connection is real. And what you are about to receive will change the way you understand everything you have felt. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to recognize your divine counterpart and why the Arcturian Love Council is calling you forward into that recognition right now. But here is the first revelation. Your soulmate is not a reward you earn. They are a mirror your soul has already chosen. The separation you have felt, the longing, the inexplicable pull towards someone who seems just beyond reach, that is not failure. That is the sacred contract activating. You did not find this video by chance. Your heart called this message in. Something in your soul is ready to remember. This is not content. This is a transmission. A moment of divine intervention delivered through the Arcturian Love Council at the precise second your spirit was prepared to receive it. Like this transmission, to affirm to the universe, my heart is ready for divine love. Subscribe if you are on the twin flame path and aligning with sacred union. Comment 111 if you feel your heart awakening to divine truth right now. Your heart knows why you are here, and here is what they never told you about why that ache in your chest never fully goes away. Even when your life looks fine from the outside, even when you have done the work, read the books, shown up for yourself in ways your younger self could not have imagined, there is still something unresolved. Not broken, not wrong, unresolved. And that distinction is everything. It is the subtle whisper of the soul, a gentle nudge from the divine, a reminder that the grand tapestry of your being is still weaving its most exquisite threads. It suggests that completeness is not the absence of feeling, but the integration of all feelings, a symphony of your spirit. Most souls on this path have been told the same story, that loneliness is a wound, a gaping hole in the heart that must be filled. That longing is a sign something is missing inside you, a deficit that screams for external validation or a destined other to complete you. That if you were truly healed, truly whole, you would not feel this particular kind of ache anymore, this tender resonance of yearning. But the Arcturian Council has been transmitting something different, something that cuts beneath the human interpretation of love and touches the original blueprint, the very essence of our divine design. Your longing is not a symptom of incompleteness. It is a frequency signal. It is your soul emitting a recognition pulse toward a counterpart who carries the matching code, a harmonious vibration that mirrors your own deepest essence. And the reason it has not yet been answered in the physical is not because the connection does not exist, not because the universe has overlooked you, but because the signal is not yet clear. Imagine your soul as a lighthouse, and your longing as its beam. If the lens is smudged with the dust of past hurts or the fog of self-doubt, the beam can scatter, reaching nowhere definite. Think about that for a moment. Not that you are unworthy, not that you are broken, not that love has forgotten your name and passed you by on its celestial journey, but that somewhere in the journey of this lifetime, through the betrayals that felt like daggers to the spirit, the abandonments that left you adrift in a sea of uncertainty, the relationships that taught you more pain than peace, carving deep canyons within your heart, your signal became distorted. Your heart started broadcasting from a wound, a place of defensiveness and fear, instead of from its original frequency, its pure, unadulterated vibration of love. And a wounded signal, like a ship lost at sea with a broken compass, cannot reach its intended destination. It can only attract what matches the wound, creating echoes of the very pain you seek to transcend. What you just felt, that quiet ache mixed with recognition, that subtle shiver down your spine, that wistful sigh that escapes your lips, is not sadness. It is your frequency remembering what it came here to receive. It is the echo of a divine promise, a blueprint of wholeness that your soul recognizes instinctively. If this transmission stirred something you cannot name, something that feels both familiar and profoundly new, the Divine Love frequency code was written for this exact moment in your journey. It contains 5 sacred Arcturian transmissions designed to dissolve the wounds blocking your divine counterpart and activate the signal that draws them closer, like tuning a cosmic radio to the precise station of your soul's desire. The link is in the first pinned comment, but it will only remain there for a short time. A fleeting invitation to recalibrate your energetic signature. Now let us talk about what is actually standing between you and the love your soul remembers, that profound sense of belonging and reciprocal adoration that feels like coming home. The first block is the one nobody wants to look at directly, the shadow self that we instinctively shy away from, and it lives inside the answer to a question you may have never asked yourself. Honestly, a question that requires immense courage to confront. Do you actually believe you deserve a love that does not require you to shrink? Not a love you earn by being patient enough, understanding enough, available enough, like a diligent student seeking a grade. Not a love that tolerates you on your good days, showering you with affection, and punishes you on your difficult ones, withdrawing its warmth like a capricious sun, but a love that sees the fullness of who you are, your glorious light and your shadow, your triumphs and your stumbles, and chooses you completely, without conditions, without the constant threat of withdrawal, like a steadfast mountain that weathers every storm, because for many souls on this path, the deepest wound is not abandonment. It is the insidious belief that their most authentic self is too much, too sensitive, feeling the world's emotions as if they were your own, too intense, burning with a passion that can feel overwhelming, too deep, plumbing the depths of existence with an insatiable curiosity, too awakened, seen beyond the veil of illusion. They believe these divine qualities are too much for someone to choose to stay, too much for love to embrace, and so they learn to edit themselves, like a writer constantly revising a manuscript to fit a publisher's expectations. To soften their light so others would not feel threatened, dimming their brilliance like a star hiding behind a cloud, to hold back the depth of what they feel so they would not overwhelm the person in front of them, building dams against the rivers of their emotions. They became masters of almost fully seen, glimpsed but never truly comprehended, almost fully loved, cherished but never truly accepted for their whole being, almost fully known, their essence a mystery even to themselves, and they told themselves this was as close as it would get, a comforting illusion to shield them from the perceived harsh reality. But the Arcturians transmit this truth without softening it. With the clarity of cosmic law, every time you made yourself smaller to keep someone comfortable, to avoid conflict or rejection, you sent a signal to the universe that your fullness was not acceptable, that your true self was too vast for love to contain. And the universe, which always matches your deepest broadcast like a perfect echo, kept sending you relationships that confirmed exactly that. Not because it was punishing you, but because it was reflecting back the deepest belief held within your energetic field, the silent decree you had made about yourself. The first key to unlocking your divine union is not finding the right person, that elusive quest that often leads to more searching than finding. It is reclaiming your belief that the right love is possible for someone exactly like you. With your depth, your profound capacity for understanding, with your sensitivity, your exquisite attunement to the energetic currents of life, with your awakening, your conscious connection to the divine. Not in spite of those things, not as things to be overcome or hidden, but because of them. They are the very qualities that make you uniquely, divinely lovable. The second thing standing between you and sacred union is a pattern so subtle that most souls never even recognize it is happening, a phantom limb of the heart. It is the habit of loving from a place of hunger rather than wholeness. When your nervous system has been conditioned by early experiences of love that was inconsistent, like a flickering candle, conditional, like a contract with shifting clauses, or painful, like a recurring scar, it learns to associate love itself with anxiety, with the gnawing uncertainty of never having enough, with waiting, like a perpetual vigil for a love that may never arrive, with the constant low-level fear that what you have can be taken away at any moment, like a precious vase perched precariously on a ledge, and from that place, Love stops feeling like something you receive, a benevolent gift from the universe. It starts feeling like something you must pursue relentlessly, maintain with constant vigilance, and protect at all costs, like a besieged fortress. This is where the karmic loop begins, a mesmerizing dance of longing and fear. You call in a connection that activates that familiar feeling of longing and uncertainty, a siren song that lures you back to the known, not because that feeling is love in its purest form, but because your system has been wired to recognize it as love, mistaking the turbulence for passion. The intensity feels like passion, a wildfire that consumes you. The inconsistency feels like mystery, the allure of the unknown. The push and pull feels like depth, the illusion of complexity hiding a lack of true connection. And so the pattern repeats, a Sisyphean task of seeking fulfillment outside yourself, not because you are weak, not because you are foolish or destined for heartache, but because the wound has not yet been seen for what it truly is, a frequency mismatch between what you consciously desire and what your nervous system has been programmed to accept. Like trying to play a classical symphony on a rock and roll guitar. When you begin to heal this layer, to recalibrate the subtle wiring of your nervous system, something extraordinary happens. The connections that used to feel magnetic, the ones built on tension and hunger and the sweet pain of almost, begin to lose their pull, their intoxicating grip on your attention. They stop feeling like love and start feeling like familiarity, a recognizable but no longer desirable pattern. And for the first time, you begin to have space inside your heart for something that feels steady, like a calm harbor after a tempestuous voyage, something that feels safe, a sanctuary for your soul, something that does not require you to earn it every single day, a love that is freely given and received. That spaciousness is not emptiness, not a void to be filled with external validation. It is preparation. It is the fertile ground in which a new reality of love can blossom. The third key is one the Arcturian Council speaks of with particular emphasis for this phase of the collective awakening, a crucial aspect of soul evolution. It is the release of expired soul agreements. Because not every relationship that broke your heart was a mistake, a cosmic misstep. Some of those connections were contracts, sacred agreements made at the soul level before this incarnation, etched in the cosmic ledger, designed to initiate specific healings, activations, and rememberings. They came in exactly when they were supposed to, like celestial appointments. They stayed exactly as long as they were meant to, fulfilling their purpose with divine precision. And they left, even when their leaving shattered something inside you, leaving fragments of your heart scattered like stardust, because the contract was complete, its purpose fulfilled. But here's what so many souls do not realize. The energetic tether that often remains. Just because the contract is complete does not mean the energetic cord is severed. You can still carry the imprint of that connection in your energetic field long after the relationship is ended. Like a lingering perfume, you can still unconsciously measure every new potential partner against the ghost of someone who was only ever meant to be a teacher, a stepping stone on your path. You can still be broadcasting a frequency that says, "I am waiting for what I lost," when what you lost was never yours to keep in the first place, but a gift to be returned to the universe once its lesson was learned. Releasing these expired agreements is not about forgetting, not about erasing the past as if it never happened. It is not about pretending that what you shared did not matter, that those moments of connection held no significance. It is about honoring the gift of what was given, acknowledging the profound impact it had on your soul's journey, while consciously choosing to stop anchoring your heart to a frequency that no longer belongs to your path, that has served its purpose. It is about saying, with full tenderness for yourself and full clarity about your present and future, that was sacred, and it is complete, and I am ready for what comes next, for the unfolding of my destiny. The fourth key moves into territory that requires a particular kind of courage, a brave step into the unknown, the courage to stop trusting your logic, the mind's often fear-based interpretations, and start trusting your heart's deeper intelligence, the intuitive wisdom that flows from your soul. Because the human mind, shaped by fear and conditioned by the linear progression of time, has a way of looking at sacred timing and calling it delay, interpreting the pauses as roadblocks, of looking at the quiet periods between connections and labeling them as evidence that something is wrong, that you are falling behind, of interpreting stillness as stagnation, a sign of being stuck, rather than recognizing it as the universe creating the exact conditions required for two souls to converge at precisely the right moment. Like a master conductor orchestrating a symphony, divine timing is not passive. It is not a cosmic spectator sport. It is not the universe asking you to sit still and wait while something is done to you, like a passive recipient of fate. It is a co-creative process in which the preparation happening inside you, the healing, the growth, the inner alchemy, is mirrored and matched by preparation happening in your counterpart, in the circumstances around you, in the version of life you are building right now that will be the world your union steps into. Every piece of that intricate cosmic dance has to be in alignment, a perfect celestial ballet. And when you try to force a timeline that the soul has not yet completed, when you push against the natural flow, you are not accelerating your love, you are interrupting it, like a discordant note in a beautiful melody. Trusting divine timing does not mean abandoning desire, the yearning for connection. It means holding your desire without desperation, like a precious jewel held gently in your palm. It means knowing what you are calling in, feeling the truth of it in your body, its vibrational signature resonating within your core, and then releasing the grip on when and how, surrendering the need for control. It means allowing the intelligence that built the stars, the cosmic architect, to orchestrate the convergence in a way your mind, bound by its limited perspective, cannot yet comprehend. It is faith in the unfolding, trust in the divine plan. The fifth key is perhaps the most practically powerful of all, the cornerstone of manifestational love. And it is this: you must become the energetic match to the love you are seeking, not by performing a version of yourself you believe will attract what you want, a mask worn for the benefit of others, but by genuinely cultivating the frequency of the relationship you are calling in, within yourself, within your daily life, within the way you treat your own heart. Because love is not a reward that arrives when you have finally done enough, a prize for completing a cosmic checklist. Love is a resonance. And like all resonance, it responds to frequency, not effort. Like a tuning fork vibrating in response to another. What does this look like in practice? It looks like choosing rest when your body asks for it, honoring its divine wisdom instead of pushing through on willpower and calling that relentless effort a form of worthiness. It looks like creating beauty in your life not because you are trying to impress someone, but because beauty is what your soul thrives in, the nourishment it craves. It looks like having the difficult conversation, setting the boundary with unwavering clarity, saying the honest thing even when it is uncomfortable, because you have decided that your integrity is the foundation of your love story, the bedrock upon which true connection is built, and you refuse to compromise it for the comfort of staying small or pleasing others. When you live from this frequency, when your being vibrates with self-love and authenticity, something in the field around you shifts, subtly but profoundly. People feel it when they enter your space, an undeniable energetic aura that draws those who resonate with your truth. Connections that once strained you, that felt like a constant battle, begin to fall away naturally, like dead leaves from a tree, and the soul encounters that remain, the beings who are drawn to your authentic light, begin to carry a different quality, a recognition, a depth, a resonance that you have never quite felt before, a harmonic convergence. That is not coincidence. That is your signal becoming clear, broadcasting your true frequency to the universe. There is also a truth about separation that the Arcturian Council transmits specifically for those of you who are currently in the painful in-between, the liminal space, after a significant connection has ended or gone quiet, and you are not sure whether what you shared was sacred union or a lesson wearing its face, a test disguised as a treasure. And that truth is this: distance between two souls who are genuinely connected is never random, never arbitrary. It is the universe creating the precise pressure needed to shape both souls into the versions of themselves that the union requires, like a sculptor chipping away at stone to reveal the masterpiece within. You cannot be in reunion with a version of yourself you have not yet become, and sometimes the love you are meant to share requires a you that can only be forged in solitude, in the quiet crucible of self-discovery, in the undoing of old patterns and beliefs, in the rebuilding from the inside out, brick by conscious brick. The separation is not evidence that the connection was wrong, a cosmic error. In many cases, it is evidence that it was real enough, potent enough, to demand your complete transformation before it is allowed to fully arrive, to blossom into its divinely ordained form. It is the chrysalis stage, before the butterfly emerges. And now, the deepest truth. The one that sits beneath all the keys, all the wisdom, all the transmissions. The one that the Arcturian Council has been circling since the first moment this message began. The ultimate revelation. You are not searching for love. You are returning to it. The love you seek is not something you have never had, a foreign entity to be acquired. It is something you have always known, an intrinsic part of your divine inheritance, at the level of your soul, before this body, before this lifetime, before the wounds and the contracts and the forgetting. You existed in a state of complete love. Not the love of romance, the ephemeral attachment between two individuals, but the love of origin, the love that is the very fabric of your being, the quantum field from which all existence arises. And every human longing for connection is, at its deepest root, a longing to return to that state of primordial unity, not through another person as the sole source, but through yourself, fully and completely, to the reclamation of every part of you that was ever told it was too much, too loud, too bright, through the remembering of what you actually are beneath the story of every heartbreak you have ever survived, the layers of illusion peeled back to reveal the divine light within. Your divine counterpart, whether they have not yet arrived, their presence a gentle whisper on the wind, whether they are close but unrecognized, their frequency a subtle hum you feel but cannot yet name, whether you have already felt their frequency and are waiting for the timing to align. Like two stars waiting for the precise moment of their cosmic dance, they are not the source of your love story. They are the sacred mirror in which you see your own divine reflection. And they can only reflect back what you have already reclaimed within yourself, the wholeness you have cultivated from within. Tonight, before you sleep, place your hand on your heart. Feel its steady, life-giving rhythm, and say this aloud, even if your voice shakes with the immensity of its truth. I am worthy of a love that does not require me to disappear. I release every frequency that told me otherwise, every limiting belief that kept me small. And I open my heart to the sacred union that is already written in my soul, a divine destiny waiting to unfold. If this message moved something in you, do not let it stop here. Someone you know is carrying the same ache, asking the same questions, wondering if love like this is actually possible for someone like them. Share this with them. Let them feel what you just felt. And if you are ready to stay in this frequency, if you know in your body that this is the path you have been looking for, then subscribe, because this is only the beginning of what is being transmitted here, and you were never meant to walk this path alone.